Try this exercise the next time you go outside. Pick up a plant. Any plant. It could be one that you know or one that you have never seen before. Look at it for 30 seconds. Notice any striking characteristics this plant displays. Does it have any markings or discolorations? Are the edges of its leaves smooth or serrated? Are the leaf veins easily distinguishable? Does the top of the leaf have a different hue than the bottom? Crush the stem and smell it. What does it smell like? Notice how your body reacts to the aroma. Does your mouth salivate, or is the smell repulsive? Be creative and come up with your own questions. You don't have to be too scientific. Ask yourself the kinds of questions that will help you remember the plant you are studying. You are creating a mental map. Finally, if you don't know what you're looking at, take it home for identification. For this step, it's helpful to have a plant reference book such as Plants of the Pacific Northwest Coast by Jim Pojar and Andy McKinnon. Such books make it easy to identify unfamiliar flora by giving you the ability to search by leaf shape, flower color, the number of petals, and so forth. Once you determine the name of the plant you collected, you can then consult a book on wild edibles to determine its edibility. If you do this once a week for a year, you could learn 52 new plants by year's end. As a way of helping myself progress as a forager, at least once a week, I try to allocate 15 minutes or more towards focusing my attention on my surroundings. This practice is not super regimented and often occurs spontaneously. Having a dog helps. My pooch Mari requires a walk every day. During our expeditions, it's easy to find a place or a plant that I can lose myself in for a brief moment. I try and keep up this practice throughout the seasons to get a better grasp on how plants change during the various stages of growth. I do this both at home and when I'm traveling. As a result, I'm able to spot edible plants easily and have peace of mind that I am not eating something poisonous. My observations also help me feel more connected to my environment. Simple rules for foraging. Did you know that donkeys kill more people than airplane crashes each year? On average, 100 people choke to death on ballpoint pens annually. Texting while driving killed 6,000 people in the United States alone in 2011. About 450 Americans will die this year by falling out of bed. Life is full of risks. Harvesting wild edibles presents some inherent dangers as well. Nature is unpredictable. Wild plants don't come with nutritional labels and should be approached with a degree of caution. But foraging is no more dangerous than the million other activities you engage in daily. If you are patient, attentive to your body, willing to educate yourself properly, and able to resist the temptation to eat everything you see, I am confident that eating wild food will impose no major risk to you. Most of you will find foraging to be extremely pleasant, fun, and healthful. In this section, I'd like to discuss a few simple guidelines that should be considered prior to eating new food, whether it is wild or not. Following these rules will greatly minimize your chances of experiencing any negative reactions.